And she's back. Right, okay. It's another really long one. I've done that really annoying thing of leaving all my long videos to be voiced over. So I'll be sat on the couch today for about 4 hours voicing over all these videos. So, and you'll sell this because you can see all the different nails I've got on while doing them. So, this is a lady that came in, oh god, months ago now. So I'm going to struggle to remember what I've used, so bear with me. I have done the usual thing. I've filed off her previous set down to a thin clear base. She has natural overlay, so we get down to a pretty thin clear base. Prepped, primed, done all of that. The nails are good to go. So I'm then coming in with CJP, and I really want to say Perfect Peach or Peach Sorbet. I struggle to remember the difference. I will make sure, as usual, it is all in the product description. I'm then coming in with a medium-sized bead, and I'm draining the liquid out of the back of that bead because I want this to be nice and kind of solid, so when I place it on it's pliable but it's going to stay put because I'm going to do some geometric designs. So as you can see, I placed it by the cuticle, and then I'm using tip of my brush to nicely get that nice crisp line. I would recommend when doing geometric or cutout designs, whatever you want to call them, you have a nice warm room. My room once again was freezing while doing this, so that's why I kind of faff about with it more than I need to, because I'm just trying to keep all that acrylic in place, whereas if it was a bit warmer the acrylic would be setting a bit quicker and I could pretty much get it on in place, job's a good one. Okay, I'm happy with that. I'm going to go back to the little finger because this is one of the few times I've done a geometric design and remembered to start with the geometric nail. Go me. So I'm just coming in. I've not put a clear base down because this is a cover pink, so I'm just coming in and doing a full cover pink nail. So placing near that cuticle area, and then I'm just going to pat, tap, pull, gently guide that down. So you always work with your nails tipped down, so sometimes you're just kind of, the acrylic's wanting to go in that direction anyway, so it's just a base of just patting and tapping it. And again, I'm sorry, my dog is just literally doing the big sighs next to me, so if you can hear that in the background, that's what that is. And on this now, I'm coming in with a thin clear base. So you can see a little bit of that vanilla shine from her previous set. And then I'm using a bead of clear acrylic glitter to pick up, this is Champagne Shimmer, and this is from the New Year's Eve collection. This one has sold so fast, there's I think 2 or 3 pots left, so don't miss out, guys. And I'm just placing that on the nail and then using the tip of my brush just to nudge it round, nudge it into place, until I'm happy that I've got full coverage. And because these are overlays that I'm not pinching, I'm just going to let that set a bit before I cap that nail. Just tidying up the tip of that little finger. And I'm coming in again with that thin, clear base. Just keep checking that geometric now, just to see how it's curing. Oh, Evie, it's a tough life, isn't it, darling? And then coming in with that cover pink. This was one of those sets where I wasn't 100% sure what I was doing on each nail, so that's why sometimes I put a clear base down and other times I don't with the cover pink. You don't need to with the cover pink, but obviously I put the clear base down just out of habit, and then I thought, no, you're going to do another cover pink now here. So if that's what you're wondering why I keep like, why did she put a clear base and she didn't for the other one? A bit of glitter, get that out, and then just pat that now back into place. Okay, I'm coming in, using 100 grit file. Remember to push against your acrylic, not down onto your client's nail, because that will be unpleasant for them. So always pushing against that acrylic, and I just want to create a nice crisp line. Dust away any exit like dust. And then I'm just putting down thin clear. I'm going to be coming in with some glitter. I picked a bead of glitter and then just pushing that into place using the tip of my brush. So thinking about the shape that I want to create. Gonna let that set for a minute or so. So take the opportunity to cap that ring finger. Making sure all of that glitter goes nice and matte so I know it's all been encapsulated. I'm going to come in with a bead of clear. I've removed a large amount of the liquid at the back of this bead. Making nice and dry. And just using my brush to create that nice crisp line. Now while that's setting, I'm going to go to the thumb. And this one I'm going to do another full glitter nail. Oh, grumble cat. Oh, darling, it's tough life, isn't it? So I just let that set for a few seconds, for a minute or so, and then I'm going to cap that in crystal glass. So starting just a little back from the cuticle, pushing it back and then blending it down. And I did a different design on the other hand, so I'm just going to show you that as well. So it's the same thing, coming in with that bead of Cover Pink first of all, and I'm actually going to create this into like a triangle. So I want to get a nice crisp point out of this. And then go back to that original one, filing that other line in. I'm going to finish this design with white on the tip. Again, removing the liquid out the back of the bead, so it's a nice dry bead working with. My dog really is sighing and grumping a lot. I'm really sorry if that's all you can hear in the background. Not worrying if I go over the previous colours, because obviously I'm going to file this in like when you do a reverse smile line. And this is all set. I'm coming in and filing that triangle in. Make sure I get a nice crisp point in the centre. And then coming in was my second bead, which is actually my white. So again, nice dry bead. Placing it up against, and then I'm following down that line. So there'll be a diagonal line of the two colours. So I'm going to get a nice join there. And then it's all dry, I'm going to file that in. Then put that down a bit. I'm just going to pop that clear on. Make sure there's a nice base of that glitter, and then I'm going to come in with this glitter mix. And place it, push it right up, butt it right up against those different coloured acrylics. And then I'm going to cap that all in the crystal glass. Now when it comes to filing in your geometric, sometimes I don't show it, and I do always get a comment or two of people saying, why didn't you show it? I'm sorry, I'm going out of shot here now too. This was before my fancy new setup. The reason I don't always show the filing is because the filing is exactly the same for geometric as it is for any other design. I know it's more enjoyable to watch with geometric because you see the design come to life, but it is exactly the same filing technique I would do for geometric as I would for a full colour or a full glitter nail. And there is a link in the video in the description below for my filing techniques video. But here you go, just for you guys. So, side wall, side wall. Now my lady's nails, she has an overlay, but they naturally kind of curl down, so I'll always make sure I come under the nail and make sure it's straightened out. A little bit of free edge shaping, and then going around the cuticle area. And then down the body of the nail. See those nice crisp lines come to life as you're filing. And do you see how I always slow down when it comes to, so the lines all join in that corner, so I slow down there nice and gentle because you don't want to take off too much. So every time I get to a point like that, I'm like gently, gently, because you want to get the right shape, but you don't want to lose your lines. Same, there you go, same thickness, same structure, all exactly the same. And now I'm just going to come in and pop a few crystals on there. So these I'm using from the Glitter Fairy metallic wheel, and these are, oh god, I'm not going to be able to say it right, aurum. They're the bright gold ones. And I'm using different sizes. So I'm using that slightly bigger one in the middle, and then coming around the edge with some of the little ones. And I'm just going to let them set before I then top coat these nails. Remember, I'm going up to but not over those crystals, so just let the brush butt against them but don't go over them. And then once they're top coated and giving them a chance to cool down, I'm just going to come in with a little bit of cuticle oil just to replenish the skin and nails. So there you go, guys. I hope you've enjoyed that little video. Any questions, comments or requests, just pop it below. Thanks for tuning in. Bye.